Here we are at Parkdale Senior High in scenic Riverdale, Maryland.
People like come and go. Stop and say hello.
Dr. Sager is the principal of our fine school. Dr. Sager, what is your major problem here at Parkdale?
Get our picture on the cover of the Rolling Stone.
Mr. Pinson, you're an administrative assistant. Do you have anything important to say? Anything else? Mr. Pinson.
Thank you.
Mr. Pinson, how can you describe yourself?
I'm a joker, I'm a smoker, I'm a midnight toker.
Well, sir, do you have any other thoughts on yourself?
I'm a nut.
Mr. K, you've developed a new system here at Parkdale called the Student Piglets. How does this system work? It's now lunchtime here at Parkdale. Here's the head lady of the cafeteria staff. Tell me, just how do you make these lunches? Here's a typical Parkdale student eating fish burgers? Yeah, fish burgers. Do you have anything to say about this lunch? How can you eat such food?
I'm a nut.
Here's a student eating their soup. How would you describe it? Here's a student talking to Dr. Sager after hearing his opinion on open lunches.
That's a hell of a thing to say. You ought to know.
I'm talking to the school nurse here at Parkdale. I understand that there's been a bug going around. What is it called? Mr. Ray, before the busing, your football team had a 29-0-1 record. After it, we had a 4-6 season. Can you explain this? We heard that Tim Merle broke the unbreakable 7-man sled twice. Could you describe him for us? Mr. Kernan, after being tied for first place in basketball, how could you lose in the first round of the tournament to 0-17 High Point? 6'6", Pat Kehoe. There seemed to be times when you couldn't even make a layup. Can you explain this to our listeners?
Seem to have one of those days where it just seems like everybody's getting on your case from your teacher all the way down to your best girlfriend.
How do you account for this? Randolph Scott, you're the best wrestler in your weight class in the country. Could you describe your style of wrestling?
Hurting each other, making each other cry, breaking each other's hearts, tearing each other apart.
Mike Muggs, president of the student government. Do you have anything to say?
Presidential podium, my mama loves me, she loves me.
What do you think about busing?
A child is black, a child is white. Together we learn to read and write.
You graduated from Parkdale a few years ago. What do you have to say about the old school days? Fred?
My hair was short, I was a white soft sport, wore pointed shoes and pig pants.
Mr. Nonamaker, you have been at one of the best concert choirs in the state. And Jeepers Creepers, you even took them to Disney World. Can you give us a sample? That's just wonderful. Could we hear another? Hey, Spot, Mr. Spillane. After 5 years of being the drama teacher here at Parkdale, what do you have to say?
Coming to take me away, ha-ha, they're coming to take me away, ho-ho, hee-hee, ha-ha, to the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time, and I'll be happy to see those nice young men in their clean white coats, and they're coming to take me away.
Ah, here comes Mr. Marcinko after a drive with some of his students. What have you got to say, big boy?
I need somebody help.
You're a furry freak who's been driving with Mr. Marcinko. Can you describe the drive?
The story was a hot rod race with the Fords and Lincolns were setting the pace. That story is true, I'm here to say. I was driving that Model A.
Far out. Can you describe the car?
It's got a living motor and it's really souped up. That Model A body makes it look like a pup's got 8 cylinders and uses them all. Got overdrive, just won't stall. Legs good, tires fair.
Can you describe your drive?
I should have gone ahead and run, but somehow I just couldn't resist the fun of chasing them all just once around the parking lot.
Mr. Marcinko, you must really be uptight after a drive like that. There's a teacher's meeting this afternoon. What are you going to do to loosen up? Mr. K, there seems to be a disturbance going on here. What's going on?
You thought I didn't see you now, didn't you?
Who is this dude you just caught, Mr. K?
Over here, hippie-type pickle bags.
Ah, I see the teacher's meeting is over, and here come some of the teachers now. Mr. Pinson! Mr. Pinson! Ah, yes, do you have anything you want to say to Dr. Sager? Dr. Sager, what do you have to say about that? Mr. Samuels, do you have any Why, that's Mr. Boisvert!
Boogie that, boogie that.
There you go.
Boogie that, boogie that.
And he ain't wearing no clothes.
What if they call him the street?
That's all from our little school in the valley.
The preceding was written by Leonard Gerstel and Sam Polak. Technical by Leonard Gerstel. Rick Janis did the announcer, and the lovely script consultant, Judy Call.